Hey everyone, welcome to the Journey into Insight, your favorite channel. There comes a point in life where effort itself begins to feel strangely ineffective. You plan carefully, manage stress, protect your health, avoid obvious risks, and try to stay ahead of problems. Yet despite all this preparation, something still finds a way through. Not suddenly, not dramatically, but slowly, in a way that feels confusing rather than catastrophic. Most people interpret this moment as personal failure. They assume they misjudged something, lacked discipline, or were not strong enough. But neuroscience suggests a very different interpretation, and understanding this can change everything. This moment is not about failure at all. It is about transition. From early life, we are taught that the brain's job is to keep us safe and comfortable. We associate mental health with calmness, control, and predictability. But the human brain did not evolve in comfort. It evolved in uncertainty over millions of years, under conditions far less stable than anything we can imagine today. Its greatest strength is not protection, but adaptation. When mitigation fails, the brain does not panic the way the conscious mind does. It does not experience fear or shame the way we do. Instead, it quietly begins to shift its internal priorities over time. Abilities that once dominated slowly step back, while others move forward in ways that are subtle, yet profound. This transition feels uncomfortable because it removes certainty before offering clarity. Old strategies stop working, but new ones are not fully formed yet. People describe this phase as feeling slower, less sharp, or slightly disconnected from themselves and the world. In reality, the brain is reorganizing itself for a different mode of survival, and this reorganization is highly intelligent. When mitigation fails, the brain stops asking how to avoid discomfort. Avoidance becomes too expensive to maintain, and the cost rises steadily over days, months, or even years. Instead, the brain asks how to function inside uncertainty and what matters most in real time. That single question reshapes attention, emotion, memory, and decision-making simultaneously. Mitigation is biologically costly. It requires constant prediction, constant emotional suppression, and constant energy use. The brain must defend old routines even when the environment no longer supports them. This approach works only when stress is temporary, manageable, or predictable. Anything else exhausts the system. When pressure becomes chronic or unavoidable, mitigation drains more energy than it saves. The brain senses this imbalance long before we consciously recognize it. Adaptation then becomes the more efficient, more intelligent, and more sustainable choice. Rather than defending old structures, the brain begins carefully rebuilding them from the inside out. This rebuilding is powered by neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is not just learning new skills or information. It is the brain's ability to reorganize priorities based on lived reality, subtly adjusting circuits, connections, and focus areas over time. Connections that no longer serve survival are weakened deliberately and intelligently, while others are strengthened. People frequently misinterpret this pruning process. They notice slower recall and less desire to multitask. They fear cognitive decline or loss of mental sharpness. But research shows the brain is reallocating resources to align with what truly matters, and this is an adaptive feature. What is lost in speed is often gained in depth. The brain reduces reliance on reactive circuits and invests more in integrative and reflective networks. It strengthens areas responsible for long-term planning and context. Thinking feels slower, but decisions become more meaningful over time. Memory adapts in noticeable ways during this phase. Exact details fade more easily, but insights and emotional truths remain vivid. People remember the meaning of experiences more than the exact sequence of events. The brain stores what will be useful across many situations, rather than what is only situationally convenient. Future-oriented neuroscience suggests this shift is intentional. In unstable environments, precise memory can become inefficient or even misleading. Pattern recognition allows quicker adjustment across multiple contexts. The brain chooses usefulness over-completeness, without conscious effort or awareness. Processing speed also changes, and many people worry about this unnecessarily. Fast thinking works best in predictable systems. In unpredictable systems, speed increases mistakes, misjudgment, and emotional reactivity. So the brain slows decision-making to allow evaluation, integration, and deeper understanding of context. This is why people who have lived through prolonged uncertainty often appear calm during chaos. Their minds are not empty or passive. They are selective, focused, and context-sensitive. They react less often, but when they do, their responses are far more accurate, thoughtful, and aligned with reality. Emotional sensitivity often increases during this phase. People feel more affected by events, conversations, and subtle environmental changes. This is not emotional weakness or instability. It is sensory recalibration that the brain uses to detect what truly matters and what can be ignored. Neuroscience shows emotions carry compressed information. They integrate memory, perception, and predictive insight. When logic alone cannot calculate outcomes, emotion fills the gap, providing essential guidance. The adapting brain amplifies emotional signals intentionally, making them a vital part of decision-making. Studies in effective neuroscience confirm this. People who suppress emotions struggle more under conditions of uncertainty and unpredictability. Those who acknowledge their emotions make more balanced and accurate decisions. Feeling becomes part of intelligence, deeply intertwined with logic and judgment rather than opposed to it. From this integration, wisdom slowly develops. Wisdom is not intelligence plus age or experience alone. It is intelligence shaped by consequences, limits, and real-world constraints. The brain learns balance when shortcuts stop working and when experience must be integrated carefully over time. This explains why wisdom often appears after hardship. When easy solutions fail, durable solutions must be built. The brain shifts focus from winning or controlling to sustaining and understanding, from appearing strong to remaining stable and perceptive in the long term. Education shows this clearly. Students who struggle but persist develop deeper understanding. Their brains form flexible knowledge structures instead of fragile memorization. Difficulty forces true learning and meaning-making rather than superficial recall. Work life follows the same pattern. Burnout often comes before reinvention. People realize constant mitigation drains more than it protects. Their brains begin prioritizing clarity, alignment, and boundaries over efficiency alone. Parenting provides another powerful example. Parents learn that control does not guarantee safety. They adapt by teaching judgment, problem-solving, and resilience rather than obedience alone. The brain prioritizes long-term adaptability over short-term control. Social experience reshapes perception as well. People who experience rejection often develop sharper awareness and insight. They learn to read tone, timing, and intention more accurately. Pain refines perception when avoidance is no longer possible. Nature follows this principle without exception. Animals that cannot outrun predators evolve endurance, cooperation, or camouflage. They do not mourn lost abilities or resist the inevitable. They adapt to reality as it exists in the present. Modern technology adds new pressure to the human brain. Constant information overload overwhelms mitigation mechanisms. The brain adapts by filtering aggressively, focusing on relevance. Attention becomes intentional rather than scattered, and this is a vital skill in our era. This is why many people feel mentally narrower but psychologically deeper over time. They care about fewer things, but with far greater clarity and precision. This is not loss, it is refinement. The brain protects meaning by reducing distraction and focusing on what truly matters. Social neuroscience shows that groups under pressure often grow collectively more intelligent. Communication improves in efficiency and honesty. Unnecessary hierarchy weakens naturally. Adaptation becomes shared, distributed, and social rather than isolated. Spiritual traditions recognize this long before modern science. Across cultures, wisdom figures emerge only after trials, adversity, or hardship. Suffering reorganizes priorities in a way that promotes stability. Meaning stabilizes the mind when control disappears and life proves unpredictable. Future neuroscience suggests that adaptation will matter far more than prevention in the decades ahead. The world is changing faster than mitigation strategies can keep up. Brains that adapt will remain functional, resilient, and hopeful. Brains that cling rigidly to control will inevitably exhaust themselves over time. So what can be done when mitigation begins to fail? The first practice is reframing stress as information rather than damage. Ask what the brain is reorganizing rather than what it is losing. This alone reduces fear, resistance, and unnecessary struggle. The second practice is intentionally slowing decisions. Pauses allow integration and reflection. The adapting brain requires time to rewire its priorities. Silence supports neuroplastic change in ways that constant action cannot. The third practice is tracking patterns instead of isolated events. Notice what repeats rather than what hurts once. This trains the brain to extract lessons and meaning. Memory shifts from simple replay to genuine learning. The fourth practice is emotional labeling. Naming emotions activates regulatory circuits in the brain. It keeps feelings informative without letting them overwhelm judgment. Balance replaces suppression, and insight replaces reaction. The fifth practice is purpose framing. Ask what this phase is preparing you for. The brain stabilizes faster when it perceives direction. Meaning is not imagined, it is neurological reinforcement. The most important understanding is this: when mitigation fails, the brain is not broken. It is changing how it survives, gradually and intelligently. And that change often leads to deeper intelligence, insight, and understanding, not less. The future will not belong to the fastest minds. It will belong to the most adaptable ones. And adaptation begins the moment we stop fighting reality and start learning from it, step by step, day by day.